Good afternoon, my pack. So I have a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of Montreal chicken seasoning, 6 eggs, half a cup of heavy cream, half a cup of whole milk, and I am just whisking that to break all the yolks and get that for the base of a crustless quiche. I'm trying not to whisk it too vigorously because I don't want it to go out of the bowl. But just whisking that up, checking for egg yolks and whatnot. So this is what it looks like right now. And then that's gonna have 2 cups of mix-ins and a cup of shredded cheese. So now that we are good on that one, I think we're good on that one. We're gonna add 2 cups of diced ham to that. Oop. Now just skip the bowl. And then we have 1 cup. This is shredded cheddar, Asiago, and Gouda cheese. So it's a ham and cheddar Gouda Asiago. And this is gonna be a crustless quiche. So we're gonna just go ahead and get that all mixed in really good. Okay, once that's mixed in really good, I'm gonna go into here and I'm gonna grab my jar of bacon fat. I also have off to the side a coffee that is water ice Javi, which is a 0 carb coffee, 0 sugar coffee. Then I have 2 pumps of Jordan Skinny syrup, vanilla caramel, a little bit of heavy cream whipped, and then a little drizzle of the caramel drizzle. All of it 0 carb, no sugar, but it does have the keto sweeteners in it. So I allowed on the Flex Carnivore. Okay, I'm just gonna get a knife in here. Now I want it cold, I want it solid, because I'm using it to grease my pie plate. So we're gonna go ahead and grease up that pie plate with bacon fat. And then we're gonna bake it at 350 for 40 to 45 minutes. I do not have the oven preheated. I'm just getting this crustless quiche ready so that it will go in the oven when I'm ready, because I have 6 more eggs. I'm going to do a second one. So I will be back in a little bit with the second recipe. But I just kind of want to take that, spread the ham out a little bit and the cheese, and that comes up almost to the top. So that's actually really good. So I'll be back in a little bit with the second one. Okay, I am back, and I did a general check on the filling for this one. I'll do a better check before I put it in the bowl. So 6 more eggs. Ugh. the good thing is if I need it, and I probably will, I have a little paper towel under the measuring cup with the eggs and heavy, or milk and heavy cream. Oop, is that eggshell? Keep in mind, this is for me. So yes, if I see eggshell, I'm gonna dig through this for myself. I'm not digging my fingers into anything meant for anyone else. So, and we got still some cheese from the last one in there. I'm not too worried about that. Okay. I usually pride myself on not getting eggshell in my eggs, but sometimes stuff happens. Okay, I'm gonna, because I had to go digging for eggshell, I'm gonna rinse my hands. So we have the 6 eggs. We have half a cup of heavy cream, half a cup of whole milk. Put that in the sink. I'm gonna run the dishwasher before I leave. Okay, so this time, instead of salt and the chicken Montreal seasoning, I'm gonna do about a teaspoon or so of salt, maybe a little bit more. And I'm going to do a teaspoon or so of the Chesapeake Bay seasoning that I did in the Carnivore Cheddar Bay biscuits. By the way, those Carnivore Cheddar Bay biscuits, while they were very good, I will not make them very often, and probably only if I'm having non-carnivore people that would expect some sort of biscuit or roll with a seafood dinner, because I way underestimated. It was probably about 7 carbs per little biscuit. And that's just too much for me to justify for something that goes with a meal and isn't like, if it was 7 carbs for the whole meal, I could probably justify it. But for it to just be 1 biscuit, that's not enough for me to justify making for myself as a side to something. So again, we are whisking the eggs and the milk and the seasonings together to get that nice and set up. And it's the milk and the heavy cream that gives it that quiche custardy texture. And again, we're doing it without a quiche crust, so it's just going into the greased pie plate. And I wound up commandeering one of Mom's pie plates for that. Okay, so this time we are doing, and I always mess this up, Swiss and Gruyere cheese. I actually did listen to about 6 videos on how to pronounce it. So Swiss and Gruyere are the cheeses in this one. And now this next one, I'm gonna be really checking it because I don't wanna get bits of shell, but crab meat. And it's just canned crab meat. And I'm just making sure there are no bits of shell going into my quiche, because that would not be a good thing to find in your quiche. I'm also going to be making a cream cheese and smoked salmon quiche. And a bacon and mozzarella, I think. You know what? I might do the Gouda cheddar because I still have some of that left. I may do that in with the bacon. But I have 4 quiches to make this week. I'm making 2 today and 2 either tomorrow or Friday. I haven't decided yet what day I'm making the other 2. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up the quiche. After it's cooled down, I'm going to cut it up. I'm going to put it on wax, like the slices on wax paper inside a bag or something, or on a tray, and cover it. Freeze them. And then I will vacuum seal the individual servings of the quiche. And then, like, I might have the crab meat one with shrimp or with salmon. Smoked salmon, I will probably do that with like shrimp, or even like with a steak or something. The ham one I'll probably have with ham. The bacon one I'll probably do with chicken or ground beef, one or the other. But so that way it's a mix of things to have with your dinner. Just checking that piece real quick and that piece real quick. That snuck past me. And I'm just kind of feeling for hard bits of shell, so I will be rinsing my hands after doing this. Because again, last thing you want to do is bite into your quiche and have a piece of shell in your quiche. And it's also breaking up the crab meat a little bit more. Okay, so I'm gonna go rinse that off. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're gonna mix the crab meat into the egg mixture with the cheese and everything. Again, we're taking a knife, we're getting some bacon fat, popping that onto a paper towel to grease our pie plate. So yeah, I'm using one of my pie plates, and I'm using one of my mom's pie plates. I'm over at my mom's house doing raw food prep for the dog today. I did a video on that one. Now I'm doing the quiches, and it's easier to just do it over here. So I'm gonna pour that into the pie plate. I'm gonna go ahead and get the oven preheated. It's gonna cook for 40 to 45 minutes, and then I will come back when it's done to show you what the quiches look like when they're done. All right, bye for now.